So I'm in Chicago at the Women in Medicine Summit that was put together by Rush University and specifically by, among other people, my friend and oncologist, Dr. Shikha Jain. And here's the story that I want to share from what happened earlier today. So the woman who coined the term imposter syndrome actually spoke at the conference, which was amazing. And when she was finished, I wanted to raise my hand and ask a question, but I think that ironically, imposter syndrome kept me from getting up right away and asking the question. And by the time I pushed past that apprehension and the fear, a line had already formed. And so it was too late and I couldn't ask my question. So I found her later on that day and she wanted to head over to the ladies' room. She was en route. So she welcomed me to join her on the walk and we did. And she asked me, what did you want to ask me? So I said to her, well, I wonder what you think about my interpretation of having imposter syndrome, or at least with my coping mechanism of having it. And that's that I tend to look at the positive of it and to think that if you have imposter syndrome, then maybe it helps to push us and to fuel our drive towards success. And it also humbles us. And she said to me, well, I actually agree with that. And it's interesting because I recently read an article about that and it resonated with me. I agreed with the article. And I said to her, well, that's funny because I wrote an article exactly on that. And she said, well, what's your name? And I said, Dana Coriel. And maybe because I spell my name D-A-N-A and it looks like Dana, she grabbed my name tag and she picked it up and looked at it. And she said, yeah, she said, you wrote that article. And wow, I needed to grab the handrail at that moment because I was about to fall over from the shock. It was so humbling and it was so amazing, but it also speaks to the connections that we can make using social media. So for all of the negatives that social media has and all the negative implications, especially as a professional who uses it, think of this story and hopefully it'll motivate you and push you to put your voice out there.